Welcome everyone to the Board of Ethics regularly scheduled meeting for February 10th, 11:30. Lisa, who do we have here today?
Okay. Ted Carlson,
Here.
Terry Kelly,
Here.
Kathleen King,
Here.
David Nesbitt,
Here.
Becky Went,
Here.
Dee Ennis, Deputy Municipal Attorney is here. Lisa Toussaint, Administrative and Hearing Officer is here. Lisa Slisner, Deputy Municipal Clerk is also present. We have a quorum.
So, before we go any further, I'd like to fiddle with the agenda a little bit. And I'm always open for suggestions, but what I'd like to do is take care of Becky's project so we can get that okay. And then, where's the annual report? I'd like to get that out today. Do you think we can move that up too, or should we wait until the end to do that? What's your suggestion?
I do it now.
Why don't we move that up too? So let's do this. What I propose doing is moving 8A, which is the annual report, which I think is ready to be done and out the door, and also 7A, which is the advisory opinion that Becky drafted, and I've had a chance to review, and I hope that others. I know Dee, you've had a chance to review too. I'd like to move both of those up to maybe after the consent agenda before 6. Does that work for people? All right. So, any objection? Hearing no objection, we'll move 8A and 7A up to after 5. Any other suggestions that we have from anybody else? Because I know we have some other business that we'll need to talk about today that I expect will take up a fair amount of time. All right. That passes, so we'll move that up there. So let's, minutes from the previous meeting.
Move to approve.
Have people had a chance to take a look at them? All right, any objections to the previous meeting? Hearing no objection, that passes. So then let's get to our consent agenda. Forms for board review of the, so we don't have any good exception forms. Yes. Let's see where we are. Elected officials. Where did Mr. Hall go? He went to Dead Horse, huh? He put a star on the second page next to no disclosure is required, just in case we missed that apparently. I'm just going to keep rolling through these unless someone wants to push pause and stop. I'm now on the Anchorage School District Purchasing, David Whiting, Cornerstone General Contractors. It looks like there's a husband. All right.
Okay.
And then looks like our disclosures are in here. And there's an old form in here. It looks like if it's blank, I assume that there's no. There is
We did
no.
ours last time. You saw a blank one? Oh, you know what? I think one of them turned out to copy really light.
With Mr. Seward's?
No, what is
No.
that? I can't even read it. Murray? Huh. Since you're not actually seeing that, maybe I should bring that back to us next time.
Yeah, which one is that?
It's the one that looks like there's nothing there, but it's Murray, I think.
There's two.
Yeah.
Can't read.
That Dyson one, he's Jonathan Dyson, Parks and Rec Commission. He has nothing written down there, so.
And the one on the next page, I can't make out who it is.
Okay. Okay, I'll bring that one back next time.
Okay. How about Mr. Seward? He has an attachment with a lot of information on it.
Oh, that's actually for Dwayne Adams.
Oh,
Yeah, didn't we already address Mr. Stewart?
yeah, we did, I thought.
Yeah, it's in the.
So he had just had he filed one at the end of the year, and then he turned around at the beginning of the year and filed his
Oh,
Did we
2006.
send a letter to him? Like a educational letter to him?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, I can look at the minutes.
I was trying to go with Mr. Adams and Mr. Hatsby are kind of in a similar position.
I think Mr. Seward is, when I talked to the staff, I think he was.
Any suggestions for Mr. Adams and Mr. Haxby?
We sent Mr. Adams a letter last year.
We did?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I'd recommend sending one to Mr. Haxby.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And then, do you send another one to Mr. Adams, or is one sufficient from 1 year to the next?
Did we already send him one?
We sent him one last year, and he gets it.
He gets it?
Yeah.
Then I'm comfortable not
Yeah.
sending him another one then. But let's send one to Mr. Haxby.
Okay.
And then the same thing goes for Mr. Seward. Can we just check and make sure that we
Yes.
sent him a letter before?
Okay.
And then if we have, then I don't see a particular reason to.
Okay.
Anyone object to that course in doing that? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Present economic interest, did we do that? And then E, compliance reports.
These are the ones we're going to switch to
next
put off
month.
another month.
Okay, that's
And
right.
then both, we'll have, and this is something I called David ahead of time.
Right.
We have about 3 matters to deal with today, so instead of having the compliance stuff today, this is who I called both those people, we'll put it off a month.
Right.
And by the way, since it started, they're getting a lot more disclosures in, so
Okay, good.
something is rippling down and affecting compliance.
Okay, good.
So we can just keep putting this off.
Yeah, because we'll get more and more compliance. Okay, good. And there are no cemetery responsible solicitation. So, move to approve the consent agenda. Any objection to that?
No objection.
No objection to the consent agenda, so that passes. Now, let's discuss Becky's project. Let's see, what is that? That's 7A, right? Has everybody had a chance to read that? If you haven't, then I recommend doing it now before we start. But if you've all read it, does anybody have any? I know, Dee, you had a couple of corrections or suggestions that you had.
I don't know, I refresh my memory, so. I wonder if we could take 5 minutes.
Yes,
to
take 5
review
minutes.
these.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Should we go off record?